What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Robby Layton with Robby Layton Nation, and on today's episode, sorry Matt, but this thing's got to get out of my shop as soon as possible. We have so much to do. I can't even tell you every little detail because there's just a lot of tedious things that we need to get taken care of. As much as we love this project, we have a super important one on its way. I'll give you a little hint. It's the Golden Nugget. So let's get to work. We've got all the paint work done, so we're gonna get the banana out of the booth. We're gonna get the banana unmasked. Hold on. Bad finger. We're gonna unmask the banana, and I'm going to attempt to talk without this. Because somebody brought it to my attention that they got really, I won't say the word. Somebody said, every time Robby points, it's another shot. You're gonna lose the game this week, because I'm not gonna point. This is not pointing. Anyway, we are going to unmask the banana, and then we're gonna try to get as far as we can on reassembly.
That's what they said in the comments. Is if your hands are tied behind your back, you're not even going to be able to talk.
I'm focusing. All right, let's get this sucker unmasked. Whoa! There's dinner. I tell you, you can't get it to stick, but once it sticks, you can't get it unstuck. Normally I ball this all up, but there's so much masking, I am throwing it right on the floor, and I'm gonna sweep it up.
Don't you worry, it'll get cleaned up.
We got dinner on the camera.
Hi everybody.
We're waiting on figuring out the rhino lining stuff. I'm not sure if it's gonna happen. There's a chance that they may not be able to get chemical, so we're kind of fingers crossed, waiting to hear from them. If that doesn't pan out, then we're gonna end up painting these, and we're gonna use a rattle can texture guard. That way, if Matt damages it, he can fix it pretty easily. If we end up going that route, we'll explain it and we'll show you guys what we're gonna use. Basically, it's either the best or we're gonna rattle can bomb it. It's the best or the worst. We gotta throw this paper away. What the heck? You might be wondering what Taylor's doing. We've got a few bolts that need to be wire willed so that we can trim black them so that they don't look red from the original paint job.
What you got there?
Oh, we got brand new quarter window gaskets. They're vintage Mopar.
Oh, nice.
So that's kind of cool. They came out of their vintage catalog. Quarter moldings, and then we got the rear hatch gasket.
Oh, nice.
We were able to get 2 body plugs, the only 2 in existence. All this is our parts that need to go back on the Jeep. So we've got them all baggied and labeled. So when we did our teardown, we labeled them, baggied them. Now I'm gonna go through and sort them all. We're gonna place them on the outside of the Jeep where they go, so that when we put it together, we know where everything's at. Makes it really simple. Everything's trim blacked. We got all the bolts, the little miscellaneous pieces. We got the door check strap pieces, the rear latch. Everything is all trim blacked out so that we can start bolting everything back up, and there's no bolt left unturned or unpainted. So you're not gonna see red and silver and yellow overspray and all that. We wire wheeled it all off, just trying to make it pretty detailed. We want people to know that we took pride in what we did, and we want Matt to know that. We're just grateful to be able to do this, and so we're trying to go that extra mile. Me and Dinner are gonna get the hood put together, and then we're gonna spray some trim black underneath the fake hood vent. I talked to Matt, and he specifically wants it blacked out. So that's what we're gonna do. All right, I am going to mask up a square. We'll take the Corvair louvers and we'll set them on here, make sure that it's where we want it, and then we're gonna scuff it and shoot it black. It'll all make sense here in a minute. I've got this all edged out. I'm gonna grab some paper, we're gonna mask this. This little piece goes under the actual vent. It got prepped but didn't get painted. We masked it off, so I'm just gonna trim black that as well so that it looks good and it's protected. I just want to make sure that the black fully covers underneath so that when you see through the vents, you don't see yellow. Nothing like taking 600 grit to brand new paint. And then we'll finish masking it. I'm gonna wax and grease this, and then we're gonna trim black it. Just like as always, we're gonna wipe it until it's completely dry. We're just gonna blow, tack it, and static it real quick. I'm gonna etch this side first. We'll let that etch flash off for a few minutes, and then we'll put some flat black over it. All right, we're just using some Sem trim black. It's gonna be the quickest, easiest, and get the job done. That is exactly how it's supposed to look for the first coat. We'll let this flash off, and then we'll put a few more coats. We're not trying to bury it all in one coat. We wanna let the solvents come out of it and evaporate, and then we'll put a second coat, put a third coat if we need, 4th, 5th, 6th, 10, who knows how many coats, but more than one.
Blacky poo.
Okay, there's number 2. We'll let that one sit, then we'll go for 3. I'm gonna go this way, since I'm hoping this is my last round. Round 3, fight! Coming out of the can, I'm sure it looks super speckled. That's just what trim black looks like. It'll be fine. We're professionals. We have bad habits, we know. Not gonna do what you think I'm gonna do. Huh? Everything's flashed off, so we're just gonna get this unmasked. Then we're gonna put the louvers in.
Three hours to mask it?
5 seconds to remove. You wanna know what you can do with gloves on? About nothing. Now it's time to put the louvers on. Look at that. Look at it, Dinner, look at it. We'll get the other one on, then we'll put all the bolts in. It's taken about 30 minutes, but I've got all of my pieces and parts that are gonna go into the doors all separated out into categories. We've got our right front, our left front, our right rear, and our left rear. And then we've got all the rubbers all laid out, the window regulators. We're figuring out what we need to get off of Rudy's parts Jeep. I think we ought to head out there and get what we need. Dinner, check out what's by my feet.
Ooh, what are those?
I have no idea. Wonder what those.
Is that a secret project?
I don't know.
Ooh.
Why would we have a set of Super Duty axles?
I wonder what it could be.
I wonder too. It's a beautiful day out here today. Look at that, sun's shining.
Shiny.
Where are we at, Dinner?
We're at the parts Jeep.
I've got everything separated in the shop, ready to reassemble the banana. A few things are kind of pieces of crap. A few things are missing. So we're gonna dig through this. We're gonna find a bunch of rubber stuff. We're gonna find electrical plugs. We need a wiper motor. We need one door latch assembly. So a few things we're just gonna go through, dig it all out, take it back in, and figure out what we need. So I'm just trying to find inner belt moldings, outer belt moldings. Pretty much anything that's rubber that we can put on the banana will be best because the banana's stuff is worn out. Can't imagine why. Oh, thank you, cameraman. That was awfully kind of you. I think that's all we need. Let's get the stuff back in and get putting that together. But this is what we've got from Rudy's Parts Jeep. We're gonna get everything cleaned up now and figure out what's gonna be best from the better of the two. We're gonna use that. And we're gonna get it all installed on the banana. We're gonna use the Steamerica steam cleaner. We're gonna get all the sand and dirt and grime off. We're gonna paint the pieces that need to be blacked out, and then we're gonna get them all thrown on. We've got one rubber that doesn't have to be cleaned. That's because we got a brand new one. It's our rear liftgate body side molding. So we're gonna install this one since it'll be the simplest. You wanna put your seam on the bottom. You want to kind of lay it out first, make sure hit where you need to hit. We've got 3 new rubbers, but 2 of them are sills for the side windows. So we'll get to those once we get the glass all installed. We'll hurry and just put this one on, get it out of the way. This can go on 2 ways. So I'm gonna go look at my Jeep and make sure I'm putting it on right. Okay, so it's a good thing I looked because I was installing it correct. Sometimes I gotta question myself. All right, let's go get that put on. Just gotta work it all in. It is a new rubber, so it's a little stiff. Gotta kind of work it. Got a bead of sealant inside that actually helps it hold into the pinch weld. It's fairly easy. I like to pressure fit it, get it to mate up. It all worked around, and then look at that. As if it was meant to go there, because it was.
Oh, look at the nanner.
All right.
It looks good with the new rubber.
Okay, well, that's it. It's done. Thanks. We're gonna get the bolts put in the filler neck. We're gonna get the fuel door put on. I will show you. I had to sacrifice a part off of my Jeep for the cause. Little bump stop, got some red on it. Came off of my Jeep. So we're gonna put that in first. Got a little bit of red on it because it's for mine, but it's for a good cause. We're putting it on the banana. So this goes right here. It's the bump stop for the fuel door. This one broke. There isn't one on Rudy's Parts Jeep, and they're discontinued. We're gonna make this one work. Voila! We blacked out the bolts for the fuel neck, so they're right here. These 4, it's all in the little details. Now we have black screws that we'll put in. I'm gonna put some tape around the entire edge. That way if my ratchet slips off or anything like that, it's not gonna scratch anything. So I've been known to slip off of a bolt and scratch things before. All right, all 4 bolts are in. Just adds that little touch. So now that it's in place, I'm gonna take off all the tape. That is installed, checked off. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and just spray these mirrors black real quick. See, we've got it in gray sealer right now, and then all we've got to do is base coat it and clear coat it. I've got all the little bolts for the louvers all separated out. Get those wrapped up. That way we can get the hood put on, get the header panel up front done. I think the high gloss black with the yellow looks awesome. I think Matt's gonna be super happy with it. Let us know what you guys think of that. I think it looks pretty good, but drop a comment, let us know. I'll show you with the flat black under this louver. When you look through it, all you see is black. Now if we were to slide this over, you would see through it and see yellow. So that is the reason we blacked that out. I think it's turning out pretty awesome. All right, I'm gonna get these bolts put in. I've got 2 different lengths of bolts because we pretty well bought the hardware store out and they didn't have enough of the same length. So I'm gonna strategically put the longer ones in certain areas so it's almost like we did it by design. So the long ones are gonna go in the front and the back, and then the sides will get short bolts.
What are you doing, Joe? I'm steaming these, I don't know what you call them. The door rubbers? The door rubbers. I'm steaming the door rubbers. The door seals. Door seals to make them nice and clean.
All right, all the bolts are in, so this hood is done. We're gonna go in and Taylor's gonna get the mirrors cleared and we'll have that all wrapped up.
I am taking Chemical Guy's stain remover to these rubber trims. It takes all the dirt splotches that you get and it takes them out really nice. Pretty much like that. I'll probably do it maybe one more time to get it out, but this is...
That rubber's looking brand new.
Dry rubber. Looks really, really good compared to where it was.
Perfect. Looks good. Do you want to know why the auto body work costs so much? Because it takes me freaking hours. Seriously. We have 3 lift gates, and I can only find 1 set of bad struts, so hopefully Dinner knows where they're at, and we can get a good set. Do you know where they're at?
Right here.
Sweet. We can go put them on.
Yes.
We got some good struts. Dinner's gonna go clean up the 2, and then we're gonna bolt them on the lift gate, and then we're gonna put the lift gate on.
All clean.
Nice. All right, you are dismissed. Just kidding. Just gotta get the license plate on. It's the last little piece besides the window, but the window will glue in when we do all the other ones. Done and done. It's time to go get some lunch. We're eating some front perch chicken today. The front perch chicken is a food truck that comes to town and they set up shop in the local dealership. It's called Jorgensen Chevrolet. They come here every Saturday. It's pretty good chicken. Now we need drinks. So we're gonna go to another local Sip It Soda Shack. They make awesome drinks. We're gonna go get our favorites and head back to the shop.
The Maui sandwich. Yeah. It's a pineapple.
All right, lunch is over, so we're gonna get back to working on the banana. So these go on pretty easy because they're old. I didn't buy new ones because they are discontinued. The best of the 2 Jeeps. Looks like it seals up good again, and it looks new. And we're gonna continue around until we have them all on. Alright, driver's front is the last one to go on. The original one was torn, so we're using this one off of Rudy's Jeep. Actually, we're using 3 out of 4 from Rudy's Jeep. Alright, these are the sill plates. There's a small one that goes in the back, big one that goes in the front, and there's 4 of them. So we're gonna get those installed next. Sill plate screws look a lot better than dirty and red now that they're installed, and Demery got them all trim blacked out. She scuffed them and I painted them black. Teamwork makes the dream work. This is a A-pillar molding that came off of Rudy's Jeep, and it had some overspray. It's silver, not a huge deal, but I'm gonna scrub it off so that it looks like it's a new sill when we put it on the banana. So the easiest I've found to get this off is Scotch-Brite with thinner. You just gotta scrub the silver off, and it eventually comes off. But we can't be having that overspray. That'll look tacky. Now that I've got this all cleaned up, this is where it goes. If I would have left the silver, it just would have looked bad. So we've taken all the parts Jeep moldings that go around the windows, and Cody's cut off all the old stuff, and now we're just trim blacking them so that they're all black. Better than nothing. They're old and worn out, but we're gonna try to refurbish them a little bit so they look half decent. So that's what he's doing right now, is just trim blacking them. That song is stuck in my head. It costs so much because it takes me so many hours, and I don't have superpowers. All the sill plates are officially installed. Yay! And that's all, folks. I've got the wiring harness for the deck lid all put in, so it's just about ready to get bolted on. Just laying out everything. We've about got all the pieces painted. We've got parts and pieces everywhere. We've still got a ton to do, but we're making progress. It's just a lot of tedious stuff, but this is the important stuff that has to be done before we can put it back together. Oh, who's my camera girl?
It's me!
All right, turn around and film me. You gotta ask me questions. Say, what are you doing, Dad?
What are you doing, Dad?
I'm just picking up the parts for the passenger side front door so that I can take it over, so that I can put it on the banana. We're gonna walk over the banana now, okay? Let's go. Follow me.
Banana.
Okay, good job. Now give it back to your mom. So we've got the new rubbers. We're gonna put these quarter windows in. We've got Rudy's. I'm trying to get this done, and you two just want to sit and giggle.
It made a funny sound. I'm sorry.
We're gonna put Rudy's quarter glass out of the parts Jeep into the banana. It's got less scratches than Matt's. We've got the new rubber, and we're gonna use this 1/8" nylon rope to install the window, and I'm gonna show you how to do that. I'm gonna stretch this. Oh! Well, looks like we're putting the old molding back in. This time it'll work. Got it. Okay, I didn't screw it up this time. I'm using this 1/8" nylon rope. Show you guys here in a minute how you install this window with the rope. I'd install it in the rubber. I double back past itself. Take my tails in, and then you lubricate it with glass cleaner and you put it in, and I will show you what we do, but I'm gonna get the other glass ready first. I'm gonna throw the defective rubber on the ground. I'm gonna pick that one back up because that wasn't defective. Dinner told me. Sorry. Oops. So I'll grab the defective one and throw it on the ground.
Yeah, throw them on the ground.
Teach it a lesson. We'll see which glass is gonna be better. This one has some long scratches. This one's got scratches too, but I don't think it's got as deep of scratches. Probably end up doing the same thing, auctioning off that glass for charity. If you guys think that's a good idea, let us know. Drop a comment about it, and we will talk with Matt and see what we can do. So after screwing up the first one, I got the second one on perfect. I just should have bought 3. Then it would have been perfect.
Always got to have a tester to do it right the second time.
No truer words have ever been spoken by anybody. That one's ready. We'll put this other side glass in first, and then we'll put this one in. I'm just getting this lubricated so that when we put it up in there, when I pull the rope out, it comes out a lot easier. All you gotta do is put nice even pressure. Ready? Yep. And then I'm gonna get in here and start pulling my rope. So you just want to pull nice and even, and it'll bring your gasket right up in place. I'm going to stop there, and I'm going to grab my other side. Okay, so now, perfect. Then I'll push it down. Ready?
Yep.
Okay, hold it there. Okay, now kind of push down as good as you can. Okay, that one came around nice. And pull that top molding in. Just want to slow down when you get the corner. Just kind of work it. Just like that. Now glass is in. All right, we're gonna put the driver's quarter window in now. All right, skinnied in, just push good pressure. And we're done. On today's episode of How Messed Up Is Messed Up, we're gonna cut a window out with a brand new gasket. Some of you might wonder, why, Robby? Why would you immediately cut out a window that you just put in?
There's the reason.
Well, because these sills suck. These are factory sills, and I don't know why, but they're both defective. So we're cutting it out, and I'm gonna put the old one right back in because it was just fine. So it's a good thing I didn't cut it that day at Matt's.
I've never seen one remove like that before. Everyone just cuts the gaskets.
You can save the gasket if you didn't cut it. Good thing I saved it. Both of these weldings are junk. Don't do this at home, folks. Get that piece of crap out of here.
He threw this good molding on the ground.
No, I said it was a defective molding.
He said it was a defective molding.
You said it was good.
And it's still a defective molding.
Yeah, see? This is how you refurbish a, what, 21-year-old molding? Thinner and red Scotch Brite. I didn't realize it was how you refurbish it, but we got learnt out of necessity. All right, let off, Dinner. The 25th time is a charm. Dinner, good job. Give me a high five.
Good job, Robby.
Thank you.
On a scale of 1 to moody, how moody are you?
Like an 11. I need ice cream.
I need ice cream.
Dinner needs ice cream. Why isn't the boss lady getting us ice cream? Our camera person sits inside the vehicle. That's our GoPro mount. All right, you ready?
Yeah. Action.
Action. Hi, Joe. Lift the back. Good thing you're here.
Yeah. Run on time.
Look at that. Joe is always here when you need him.
Right where I need to be.
All right, we got the old trusty Milwaukee. All right, we're gonna start putting the doors together, getting these door handles put in, put them in, very gently twist without scratching. What are you eating, Dinner?
Banana split.
Whew, that looks good.
I think it's a pretty nice treat for dieting all week.
Okay, you've been kicking butt. Nice little treat.
Thank you. What you got there?
Not a diet.
Banana split by the banana.
It's about time to get back to work. I'm working on the passenger rear door. I've got the outer handle, I've got the latch assembly, and I've got the striker in. So now what I'm doing is I'm adjusting, I'm checking all my gaps, and I'm making sure that this thing fits the hole. So it's out a little bit up here, but it feels good here. My line is good. So I've just got to rock this door just a little bit. I'm going to kick the bottom out slightly, and that's going to roll this top in. So a little bit goes a long ways when adjusting. So I've kicked it out just barely at all. It'll come out just a little bit more. That's feeling pretty good. So I'm just going to bring it out just a little bit more. That right there. And I've got temporary bolts and temporary shims in. Once I get it adjusted, I'll put the real ones in. So the flushness is right where I want it. Now we're just gonna use what's called a door bar. You put it right here on the striker and you connect it in the latch. And what we're gonna do is we're just gonna bend it. This is an old school tool. So see now that, see now there's no drag. So we actually bend the hinges so that it fits it perfect. What are we doing, Dinner?
Getting the, what are these called?
Headlight buckets.
The headlight buckets put in to put that one has the headlight in it already. To put the headlight in, and then we'll put the marker lights in, and then the blinker lights on the center, and then the grill. Okay, you're good. Whoa, okay, yeah.
Just like that.
Just like that. Now the headlight can go in.
Gonna put the latch in this one. Got us a gap finally. Dinner's ready to put these lights in. He's got the headlights in the header panel. I'm just gonna buff these real quick. They've just got some scratches and kind of dull. So we're gonna use the mini buffer with a wool pad. Just hurry and use some of our Wizard Mystic Cut and just shine them up a little.
Oh, shiny.
Doesn't make them new. It glosses them up a little bit. A little shinier.
I would say them are good to be put back in.
Perfect. So I've ran into a little bit of a dilemma. I've got the flushness on the fender the best I can get. The gap sucks, but the bottom's welded, so there's no adjustment. And in the collision industry or any time you are adjusting, you always adjust from your welded panel forward. So what that means is the quarter panel is your starting point. So I adjust my rear door. I've got that fit. Now I'm adjusting my front door to the rear door. After the front door, I would adjust the fender. This is a non-adjustable fender. So I've got it fit at the front, fit at the back. I've got a door gap. Now these are humongous door gaps, so don't roast me in the comments. These XJs just have big gaps. Well, we've got our height right, got our gap even, but I've got some flushness here. It's even, and then it's coming out. So the only way to adjust that is a secret trick called foot to bottom, and you use your frame rack. And once you hear it crack, then you stop. Look at that.
Mucho better.
It fits. The key is pull till the paint cracks, and then you know you've gone far enough. I've got the check strap put in. Now I'm just gonna beat the roll pin down in. Okay, it's in. So we've got the latch in, the door handle in, we've got the check strap. Now I'm gonna get the run channel put in. We'll put the upright on. It's just me and dinner, and we need both of us to put this on. So we're gonna put the camera stationary and work. All right, we got it on. It's looking pretty good. These mirrors have been sitting all day, so they should be nice and cured out.
Beautiful.
Look at that, dinner. It's good
She's
on
coming
that level.
together.
Before you install the window, take 5 seconds and glass clean it. I've already cleaned the inside. Get you a good microfiber. They work the best. That or newspaper. Newspaper actually cleans glass better than you think. You get these bolts in, and then we'll run the window up. We'll tighten it, run the window up, check it, make sure everything's good. Gonna use the jumper pack. We need to get this hood installed. Be careful. Okay, watch your side, watch it. It's been a pretty long week. Super excited with the way this thing's turning out. We've just about got it all put back together. Took a lot of time getting all the tedious little things taken care of, but we got them. We got this thing pretty well assembled. We ended up switching gears on what we're gonna do with these flares. We're gonna be taking care of that next week. We've talked with Matt. We have a good idea of what he wants. We are this close to getting the banana finished, and as much as we've loved having this thing here, I am just as excited to see it leave, because that means we're making room for the Golden Nugget. As always, we appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching.
Bye.